This is my first original Broadway cast recording. I've never had the pleasure of doing this. This is a dream.
Goodbye, my room. I'll miss every part of you. Your concrete and wood, the faded patch of carpet where I stood. Bright, busy mornings and long afternoons in your warm embrace. No mere place. You were my room. Goodbye, my room.
I think the score is a character in the show. It brings so much to the table, the same way the score in a movie would.
So simple and perfect, while also having sweeping moments that I feel like are very emotional by themselves.
This music was nostalgic, but new, familiar and timeless, but somehow singular to itself, which is a really hard thing to pull off.
Hoping that you feel all the things I feel. Wishing that you want me to sit beside you. Wanting now to learn all the things you are. Waiting for a chance to invite you in my heart. Talking in a car in the afternoon. Sitting by your side on a sunny day.
Maybe Happy Ending is about two obsolete helperbots, which are essentially robots that help make humans' lives better. And these two helperbots are obsolete, so they live in a sort of like a retirement home for robots.
And they hatch this plan to potentially connect with some former owners. What it is about is much more profound and enduring, which is it is a story about living things and life itself, and what makes things alive. And the show begins with a song that I believe is the sort of thesis for the entire show, which is a song called Why Love.
So tell me why love, when all things end in goodbye love. Why did we dream that this fate would not be ours?
Why do we choose to do this? Why love anything or anyone if we know that there is an inescapable back end to that action? And the answers for that are extraordinarily moving and a beautiful journey to go on. But it is a musical comedy, so it's done in a very charming, fun, kind way.
Why love?
The song that resonates with me the most, Where You Belong, is so beautiful to me because it has such hope and longing.
We had a little bit of a concept where, because the wind instruments take breath and are sort of in many ways human-like in that sense. So at the beginning of the show, you're not really hearing any open lyrical brass. But then in the song Where You Belong, you finally get these sort of lyrical, open brass lines, because we're finally going back into the world of James, this human character. I like that moment a lot.
There's a lot of optimism in that song, and a lot of just pure love and adoration for another person. And I think that's so beautiful that we get to touch on many different forms of love in this show. So I love that one.
Go put the tea on Oliver. It's you and me now, Oliver, finally. Just like it was long ago. And then some music, Oliver. I'll let you choose it, Oliver, gladly. But first I want you to know this is where you belong.
I was blown away at getting to be a part of this beautiful piece. It's so timely and timeless, and it's an honor to get to be a part of it and to get to sing these songs. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin would have been chomping at the bit to be the one to get to sing them. The fact that I get to sing them is such an honor.
I will always treasure this moment of getting to do this. When you sign on for any show, you hope that you love it. You hope that audiences love it as much as you do. And you hope that you get to leave a piece of it to outlive you and the show in a way that can celebrate that love that both audiences and you have personally. So this is truly a dream moment for me.
They say when you're lovers, you gotta try dancing. So let's give it a try. And after I've learned not to step on your toe,
cannot say enough about our cast. I mean, we love our cast. These 4 people are just incredible. They're so funny, they're so deep, the performances are so heartfelt. Really, the company is just amazing.
Crowded and noisy world was silent except our beating hearts. It's all those quiet parts you later can't forget. Thanks to one rainy day, the rainy day we met.
This is such an exciting day to be recording the cast album.
Musicals live and die by their music. Check! We got it.
I think that this score is very unique for a bunch of different reasons. I think it is unapologetically itself. It is very stylistically specific. I think Will Aronson and Hugh Park have done an amazing job building this world through this music. It's really unique.
We're hoping that people who have not seen the show can still have an experience where they're sort of following the emotional journey. But also people who have seen the show hopefully will maybe understand a few certain details that, you know, you need to have seen the show to get. But we're trying to strike that balance.
You can know everything about music, everything about musical theater, and really love and enjoy the craftsmanship of the show. You can also not know anything about music or theater and love this show. It's for everybody. That's hard to pull off.
When I found out we were getting a cast album, I just got so emotional. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. I didn't make a lot of trips to New York, and I didn't see a lot of theater growing up. But I fell in love with every show that I've ever loved through the Broadway cast recording. In my room, alone with headphones on, the fact that maybe there's a kid who can't make it to New York but is still going to get to experience our show, and I get to be a part of that experience for that kid, is overwhelming to me. So I feel very honored.
It's all been leading to this.
A last adventure, it's not a chance I can miss.
Here we go. No more doors are ajar.